So I've come back to my primary school up in the hills that I went to when I was about 6, 7 and 8. It's a bit of a nostalgic feeling really. Everything's been changed, but one thing that's still the same. Behind me are some basketball courts where I had like my first sports lessons and hated every second of it. But right there, this is back in the days of Cheese TV and Dragon Ball Z was coming out at the time, and everyone did martial arts in that show. We were all kids running around on these playgrounds, and man, we were crazy about it. Just always running around, having play fights and stuff. One of my friends did an Australian freestyle karate. You know, he did lessons at a school nearby. He took me to this exact spot, and this used to be a barbecue with a big like brick platform that came out of that area. It was all broken at the time. It's been completely demolished now. It's kind of sad really, looking, you know, coming here and going on a bit of a field strip, and of course everything's different. He taught me what he called a cutter. Now looking back on it, I realized that this was a kata. It was called something like punch form number 1 or something like that. But anyway, so we stood there and he taught me, and he sort of moved me around, and I was there maneuvering and throwing punches in the air. So we were there and this teacher comes along. I was a bit of a nervous kid, and I thought we were about to get in trouble, so I kind of looked at her. I wasn't really sure what she wanted, but she just sort of, you know, she motioned and went, you know, go on, it's fine. And these other kids, they came up and stood alongside her, and within like a couple of minutes of this kid and I just doing this kata, there were about, you know, I remember it being a really big crowd. It was probably only like 4 people, but there was this group of people just watching us train. It was the first exposure that I had to training a martial art and, you know, receiving that knowledge of how to protect yourself. That was really my first ever experience of any martial arts training. I hope you enjoyed my little foray into the past. Stay tuned. Feel free to drop a comment in the box below and let me know, what was your first ever martial art? What was the first experience you ever had? Subscribe, let me know, and I will talk to you again soon.